What's up, everyone? This is Bill with BLR Tuning. You guys know what time it is. Today's watch is the Galaxy Watch 6 with a little custom face that I made. You see there. Yeah, I got a quick little video for you guys. This is going to be for the 2020 Triumph Speed Triple 1050 RS. It may fit other years. We think that it'll fit 2018 and newer, but we have a 2020 model to be able to put this on and do an install on, so we know for sure that it'll fit the 2020. If you guys own a different year, you'll know for sure if you'll need this or not. So if you remove the big whale tail off of the bike, I'll put a picture of it up here, you end up with this big hole underneath if you're using just a like universal style license plate mount. Or if you go with like an integrated tail light. This can also be used if you want to delete that whole entire rear end altogether underneath there. So this plate will slide up under the plastic. You will need, it comes with stainless steel hardware. So this is what will hold it in there. As it gets slid in there, it won't be able to move around. The bolt is just to secure it so it stays there. Okay, so you will need an 8mm socket. That's for that little nut right there. You'll need a 3mm Allen wrench. As you can see, we have one right here. 3mm Allen. That's for the head of that bolt. And then you have a washer that will go on the bottom and a washer that will go on the inside at the head of this nut. So you're going to go washer. You're going to go washer. And then you're going to be going through the plate on the underbelly. And then a washer here and a nut. Okay, and you'll need a 5mm drill bit. So this bolt is 5mm thick, almost 5mm thick. So a 5mm drill bit, and of course your trusty drill. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this installs. You're going to slide it in place after you drill your hole in the bike from inside the tail section. You're just going to drill a small hole. It's not going to affect anything. If you ever wanted to put back to stock, you'll never even see where that hole is. So we're going to drill a hole, and then we're going to slide the plate in and mark where we need to drill it. And we can take the plate back out, drill our hole, and then install it and put the nut and bolt and washers through there. You could, depending on how much you trust yourself, you could stick the plate in and then drill the hole straight through the plate all at once. The reason that we didn't want to align a hole, and you'll see what I mean when we go out to the bike, but the reason we didn't want to align a hole is because of the way the bike's designed back there. This has got to slide in there. You may have a tough time aligning it if we were to put a pre-drilled hole in here. This is solid, it's plastic, it's lightweight. Okay, one side is a little bit textured. The other side looks like this. It's nice and smooth surface. It is universal, so if you wanted to have the textured side showing, you could. Or if you wanted to have the smooth side showing, you could. But when you get it in there, obviously drill your hole. Bolt and washer is going to go through there, and then the nut on the inside of the under the back cowl. Okay. So this is to stop rocks and road debris and stuff from coming off the tire, any water or anything like that coming off the tire and going up inside that giant hole that you're left over when you delete that. If you don't use something like a license plate bracket that's designed for that bike. So you'll see what I'm talking about on this bike. We've seen in forums and stuff that it is an ongoing issue and people are trying to figure out solutions for that. So we wanted to provide a solution at a reasonable cost. You'll find a link in the description below. This is available on our website, blrtuning.co. Okay, and it comes with everything you need. It's going to come with the hardware. All you need is the tools. 3mm Allen, 8mm socket, 5mm drill bit. Okay, so we'll head out to the bike. We'll show you how to get it installed and lined up where it looks good. And then we'll get our holes drilled and everything. So we'll take you out to the bike now and show you how that goes. And like I said, link in the description below. So here is what we're talking about. So you can see on this bike, and this is the Speed Triple 1050 2020, right? Yeah. Yeah, 2020. Okay, so you can see the model there. This is the RS. So you can see under here, you end up with this giant hole if you go with something like this, like an aftermarket license plate. You can see the license plate's folded back. So we need to drill a hole right here. And then our plate is going to slide in here and up back here just under the tail light. And that's where our plate is going to fit. So we're going to remove the two buttons here. You just push in on the center and then it'll pop out. And when we install that plate. But first we need to mark our spot to drill a hole right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the washer, let me see. Okay, so let's see if we can get it to focus. So right there, you can kind of see where this little pocket is where I'm touching. We need to set the washer in there and make sure that the washer can clear the back of here. And then we're going to mark right in the center of the washer with like a paint pen or a permanent marker. And then that's where we need to drill our hole. So we'll drill our hole and mark it. And that'll be our step one. Okay, so you can see how we have our washer sitting there. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark the center of that. And then that's where we're going to drill our hole. Then we'll slide our plate in and mark our plate. And we'll need to drill that hole in that plate also. Okay guys, so you can see we got our hole drilled. We were able to drill it from up here. It doesn't matter that it's super perfectly straight going in because this is only about 3 millimeter thick of plastic down there in the belly. So we have a hole drilled there. So now we got to slide this plate in. We're going to use it with the smooth side exposed, but like I said, you could use it so the textured side is exposed. But we're going to use that, and I'll show you how to get it installed. Okay, so what we removed the two button tabs and we push in the center, and those will pull out. And then if it's out of focus, just touch it there. Okay, so what we're going to do is this has to slide under this plastic, and it'll flex quite a bit. You're not going to break it. Okay, so we need to slide it under one side and get it to sit under this lip also. So we found that the best way to get it going is to pull this side down. Again, this is the left side of the bike if you're sitting on it. Get it stuffed under there, and then you're going to have to get it underneath of here. So you may need to slide it down a little bit, but once it goes under, and once you get this side back under there, right here, now we can kind of shimmy it over, and there we go. Now we're in, and then there's a little lip on the belly here that it's going to slide right up to. Okay, so you want it to that belly. You may have to get on the inside, just kind of finagle it around. It should not be, that's your little foam that you got, okay. It should not be sticking out past the tail light, and it should be flush with the back of here and here. Okay, so that looks like a perfect fit right there. This that you can see, oh, there's your little foam. Here, I'm just gonna take that out. So now you can see how it fits. We can still put our button tabs back in. So now, and we're right up to the lip so it sits flush inside there. And so now we need to mark our hole, or if you want to, you can attempt to drill. So you see right here how our plastic lines up. We need to put a hole there so that way we can put that single bolt through, and this thing is not going anywhere. It won't be able to tilt left and right because those button tabs will be in there, and this will cinch it down tight so it can't just rattle loose or anything. Okay, so let's drill. We'll get that hole drilled, and then we'll show you the rest of the install. So you can see here we have a nut, bolt, and washer on this side, and then if you come around underneath, you can see how clean it looks. Just that single bolt. Remember, this is stainless steel hardware, so it's not going to rust or anything. And you can see how that plate looks factory. Blends right in with the factory stuff. And this bike has an integrated taillight, so the blinkers, everything are built right into the taillight. So, or if you wanted to delete everything, maybe you're doing a race build, you're not going to have a plate, this will work for you to delete everything. Okay, so that wraps up our video. Just wanted to show you guys that really cool little product we came up with. And this is our friend Trevor's bike that he let us borrow to do this. So shout out to Trevor. And then you guys can go check out Trevor's business that he has. They make dog collars, leashes, harnesses, Threaded Tough. You can look them up on Instagram. There'll be a link in the description below to them as well. But there you go. You'll find this on our website, blrtuning.co. Remember, right now we know that it fits the 2020 Speed Triple 1050. This is the RS model. Okay, you'll see us on our website with a link in the description below. Anyway, I'm Bill with BLR Tuning. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.